In. Is it going?
We're live.
Yeah,
In 3, 2, 1. We are live in 2024.
We're rolling.
We're rolling. We're
Let it
rolling.
light up for a sec.
We're
So
back.
Let's see. I just want to make sure we're on before we
Make
do
sure
it.
we're on. Boy, do we have an incredible show. Boy, is it nice to have the gang back together.
Yeah, boy.
And the reason why,
We're on.
there we are. We're on. And the reason why we're excited is we have an extraordinary guest.
Thank you, Suki, but I'm not a guest on the show.
Extraordinary
No.
guest.
Nor am I.
When you said, yeah, boy,
Yeah, boy.
you know what you're referencing to. Flavor Flav.
Flavor Flav's on the show today. Jeff, how you doing, bud? We're just waiting for everybody to kind of start to log in, and then we'll.
I'm excited, man. This is going to be a rocking show. I mean,
We're coming out of the box hot.
I haven't seen Suki in like a month.
I was thinking that when I was taking a shower today.
Last time we were here, I was sitting here by myself.
I was deadly ill. I had that illness.
So
and she thought of Scott.
We had Mark
From the head of Netflix.
Mark Randolph was on, the guy who founded Netflix.
Yep.
Scott, your mic is not working.
My mic's not working? Oh, did it fall
Now it
off?
is.
No, it's right there.
It was.
Why is it
It
not
sounded
working?
like you were coming out of the room tone. It wasn't. It wasn't.
Check. 1, 2.
Now it
No?
is. Yeah.
Do you want me to hold it or just put it here in my mouth?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
What do you want me to do? I'm going to put it right here.
Right back where it was.
Well, it wasn't where it needed to be.
Can you hear me now?
It's a little low.
It's a little
Put it up.
Lauren!
Can we raise the volume in the studio, please? Suki sounds great, right, Suk?
Lauren!
I hope
Can
I
you raise
do.
up my mic a
Yep,
little
you
bit?
sound fine. Scott's a little
All right,
low,
let's
which
get
is
it. Before we
rare
get
since
started,
obviously.
we got Flavor Flav. It's very important. Let's go. How is it, Lauren?
Listen.
Check. 1, 2. Raise my mic. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. All right, Jeff says good.
No,
Give
I
us a
didn't say
thumbs
good.
up.
I said higher.
Oh, he's saying raise it up.
Yep.
Check. 1, 2. 1, 2. Check. 1, 2.
Now we're
Yeah.
good.
He's also hard of hearing, so that
Hard
might
of
have
hearing.
something to do with it.
Listen,
All right, listen. Let's
hearing
get it
aid.
going. Everybody's loaded up. Give us a start to the show, my friend. In 3, 2, 1.
The Suki and Scott Show.
This is one of the funnest shows I've ever done.
Lady, when you're with me, I'm smiling.
It's musical. It's magical.
Suki and Scott. That's 7 of Hearts. Exactly.
This is a sexy show.
Someone's getting some action.
Now, these larger-than-life personalities are on an exciting new journey as they bring you the Suki and Scott Show.
You guys nailed it. You're great. You ask great questions. You listen.
I answered you because I have respect for you guys, and it was a question respectfully put.
The Suki and Scott Show is your one-stop destination for humor,
You like De Niro and Cape Fear. Counselor!
entertainment,
Jesse's girl! Wonderful!
Can you paint with all the colors of the wind?
and optimism.
You guys have such amazing energy.
Ultraviolet light, it gets in there and it just fights the kung flu, is that right? Okay.
Let's laugh together.
I love him.
The Suki and Scott Show.
That's the best intro for a show I maybe have ever seen. Your intro is fantastic.
Baby, now we got bad blood.
There's no bad blood here.
Look, you know why I'm singing Taylor Swift?
Why? Because
Flavor Flav loves Taylor Swift.
we
He
need
loves
to talk.
Taylor Swift.
We need to talk to him about
Taylor
it.
loves Taylor Swift.
I know. We need to talk to him about the Super Bowl too. Can you believe it's already around that time?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard here on the Suki and Scott Show. This is our first soiree here in 2024, and we're actually coming up, right? February will be 4 years, Suki, since we turned on, what was it, Zoom at the time?
Yeah, it was Zoom.
Suki, is this working? Suk,
Can you hear me?
how does this work?
God,
we're
we've
trying
come-
to, yeah, right?
We've come a long way. I'm going to just say that.
We've come a
out
long
loud.
way. Right before the pandemic, a very wise man in the business said, you and Suki need to turn on that computer
And just,
and
sit
just
in front
start
of it.
talking to each other, bring in some of your guest friends and go from there. And sure enough, here we are, 1,000 guests later, 480 some odd shows. And it has been celebrity performer galore, Suki. And listen, we got big things happening in 2024. We're excited to tell you about soon, but I'm more excited about this show we got right now.
We've got hip hop royalty, really. I mean,
and reality show royalty.
Well, yes.
Hip hop royalty.
Acting royalty.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Famer. I mean,
Flavor Flav's coming up in just a few minutes, everybody.
Talk about somebody who disrupted what was really kind of, music that was on the streets and just took it to such a huge level. 50 years. I don't know if you saw this. 50 years of hip hop.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just incredible just to see. I mean, because we all grew up in New York at a time when hip hop was just happening. And so, it is now part of the culture. It is part of the mainstream. And it isn't something that you just kind of listen like, yo, I got a mixtape. Check this out.
Soup, let me just say, everybody go hotel, mo.
Absolutely.
Holiday
It started with that and then moved on. And now
Public Enemy, huge.
Public Enemy.
So
way beyond itself.
Flav's he's got new music out. He's got a new song that just came out at the end of last year. And by the way, after Flav, we have a young lady. Soup, she's all of 7 years old. Zoe Erianna.
Yeah.
She was on America's Got Talent. And folks, she's more talented than all of us put together at 7 years old.
In fact, I looked at Scott and I was like, well, we can be disappointed once again in our children.
Yeah, right.
Because look at her and our kids are doing absolutely nothing with their
When
lives.
I get home, my kid's getting punished and she's not having dinner.
She doesn't even know what she did wrong. But we met Ariana and we said, our kids are no good. Really?
Anyway, so those folks are on the show today. Sopranos this year, 25 years old. The Sopranos. Suki can actually say she was on the Sopranos.
Part on something that was bigger than itself, and I didn't even know about it when I got this wee itty bitty part in it. But glad to be a part of Sopranos history, and hard to believe it's been 25 years. 25. But yeah,
you don't look a day older.
When you're looking at some of the pictures, you're like, I look old, getting up there.
Soup, before we bring Flav in a couple minutes, there's this story going around.
What story?
About how flight attendants on planes. You know how the old people all have their little tidbits that flight attendants really you grossed out by people on planes. They do things. Well, flight attendants on planes have this little code that they have for people who are pains in the butts, let's say, or do things that are just absolutely gross. And they call them Philip.
Oh, Philip.
So that's their code word is Philip. And it came from PILP. It used to be PILP.
Okay.
Because they used to say it was short for people I'd like to punch. And these are the flight attendants on these flights who, when they see somebody, so there was a woman who came on, a flight attendant.
Yeah.
She was running down the list of things that don't do on the. First of all, don't take your friggin' feet out and start cutting your nails.
Your toenails.
Don't start cutting your toenails.
I hate the people that don't have socks on.
Yeah. They don't have socks on.
They go to the bathroom.
Toenails. They put the feet up on the seat. Also, some people pull out those callus scrapers.
What?
And start scraping the calluses.
I have never seen that. I don't know what airlines you're flying, but I've never ever seen that.
Yeah. And also the people who just constantly ringing the bell.
Oh, I hate those.
Can I have another Coke, please?
I know.
And by the way, most of us, we get crazy when there's babies crying on the plane.
I know, but
the flight attendants don't mind the babies crying. They mind the people who whine
about the babies.
About the babies. So if you ever walk onto a plane, no matter what your name is, and you hear the word Philip, that's you.
That's you,
good.
buddy.
It ain't good. But unless your name's really Philip, then you got a problem. Philip is now the Karen of the skies.
That's good. That's a good way to look at it. But you know what? I'm just going to say, stop complaining if you're flying in economy. Just stop complaining. We're all in the same situation
we're all in economy
together.
Except for Flavor Flav. He's not flying economy.
He's flying first class all the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, our first guest, absolute legend, member of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He's an actor. He's a rapper.
He's a producer.
A songwriter. He's a producer. By the way, if I got to talk about that, I saw something on his Twitter, something about White Lotus. We got to ask him about that.
White Lotus?
Yeah. We'll ask him. Anyway, he's got new music out. He's got a song that came out last fall. It's called "Everywhere Man," meaning I've been everywhere, man. Here's a little look from the iHeart Music Festival that just happened a little while ago. Here's Flav, and then we'll bring him in on the other side. Take a look.
Let's go. Don't believe me, just watch. I've been in the bars, all stars, lift the stars, everyone is fun. We're in the flame.
I've been
Everywhere,
everywhere.
man.
Flavor Flav in the house.
Hey, y'all got me rocking, man. Y'all got me rocking up in here right now, man. What's going on, y'all?
That was amazing what you just threw down on iHeart. I mean, that was just phenomenal.
Suki and Scott, gotta give it all that you got. That's why we got this show that's mad hot.
Woo! Flavor Flav.
Yeah, boy.
Hey, can I tell y'all something?
Go ahead,
Shoot.
Flav.
Which is real crazy. I see the name Suki, right? Do you know that I'm working on a song called Suki?
Stop.
And check this out. This song was written by the great Tomas Diaz. He's from Miami.
Wow.
And he's a Latin recording artist. And what I'm doing is I'm covering his song called Suki. Suki, Baya Suki. Hey, Suki. Yeah, yo. Y'all gonna like this. You're gonna like this song when I come out with it. Watch.
That's gonna be our song.
Yeah, that's gonna be our new theme song. Flav, can we use it?
No doubt.
Flav, how are you,
guys
man?
doing?
Listen, you all seriousness, my friend. You've had such an amazing career, and you're still going. Like we just saw, that was just at iHeart. You're still bouncing around. But I got to ask you, dude, is this White Lotus thing for real?
It's for real.
You're gonna be on season 3 of White Lotus?
Hey, let me tell you something. You know, I ain't gonna lie, but I'm gonna throw my manager under the bus. You know why? Because she's the one that knew about the White Lotus, not me. You know what I'm saying? And she put it out there. She put it out there on my behalf, and I ain't gonna lie, but I'm glad she did that because boy, did it get some traction.
Oh my God. It is one of the hottest shows.
Wow.
It is the hottest show streaming. And the fact that you're gonna be on there, I mean, come on, Flav. You're gonna take it to the next level. I'm dying to know what your story is going to be and where it's going to be.
That's what Flavor Flav is all about, going to the next level, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's about going to the next page. That's how we get to the next chapter. You can't get to the next chapter by staying on the same page, you know.
I love you.
Gotta flip the pages, baby.
Gotta flip the pages.
Flav, do you know where the location's going to be this time?
He can't probably tell us.
No, I sure don't. I really don't, but stay tuned.
Wherever it's going to be, it's probably going to be fantastic, and you're going to live a luxe life. And let me tell you,
wow.
Have you seen White Lotus? I guess you have, right? I'm guessing.
No, I haven't.
Oh my
seen
God,
it.
Flav, binge it.
Yeah, Flav, it's
binge
great.
it. It's great.
The 2 seasons are 2 totally different seasons. We had Michael Imperioli on last month, who was on season 2. And they spent, a month and a half in Italy living in a hotel just shooting the show. He said it was unbelievable.
He said it was the most amazing experience of his life.
Yeah.
Wow, that's dope. I got to check it out. I got to see it.
You'll love it.
That's great.
Flavor, can we just talk about like 50 years of hip hop? Because, we were starting about the beginning. Like Scott and I grew up when hip hop was just starting as well. And to think about how far it's come. Did you ever imagine that you would be part of a huge chapter in its history?
Honestly, I never even thought about it. The only thing that I did was just live for the moments. You know what I'm saying? Just putting out records, great records, and hoping that everybody would embrace, and the whole nine. So, a lot of people didn't think that hip hop would even last this long. You know what I'm saying? But I knew for a fact hip hop was going to be around for a minute. So I'm glad that right now, today, hip hop is being recognized. It's being saluted. You know what I'm saying? Because this music is definitely one of the most important pieces of music to the whole music industry. Period.
And my next question is, how did you meet Chuck D?
Because
literally that is the story that took when you two got together. It's like you took it to the next level.
Yeah, well, I ain't gonna lie, but to tell you that story would take up your whole show. So I'm gonna try to keep it short.
Okay.
A long time ago, I got a partner. His name is Son of Berserk. He was one of the groups up under Chuck Hank and Keith's wing. You know what I'm saying? They wanted me to play keyboard on a tape that they were making for the radio station called WBAU at Adelphi University. So Son of Berserk, he took me up to the studio. That's where I met Chuck, Hank, and Keith. We all played the dozens, you know what I'm saying? And I was so funny. I was taking out Keith, Hank, and Chuck all by myself. So I ain't gonna lie, they fell in love with me. You know? Next thing you know, I started hanging out at the studio. The Spectrum City studio. And one day I heard something going. I'm like, what in the world is Chuck doing in there? I walked in the studio, ladies and gentlemen. Back in those days, we had cassette tapes. Chuck D had a cassette tape coming out of the cassette deck around the microphone stand right back into the deck. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say that was the first loop. You know, ever created. So I told Chuck this story about this guy wanting to battle him when I was on my way up to the studio. And he said, you know what? Hey, that's a great story. Take that story and put it on the beginning of this tape. So then that's when I said, yo, Chuck, bust the move, man. I was on my way up here to the studio. This brother stopped me, asked me, yo, what's up with that brother Chucky D? He swear he nice. I said, yo, the brother don't swear he nice. He knows he's nice. So, Chuck, I got a feeling you turned into a public enemy, man. Now, remember that line you was kicking into me on the way out to L.A. Laurelton, Queens, when we was in the car on our way to the shop? But, yo, right now, kick the bass for them brothers and let them know what goes on. Chuck D said, what goes on?
Wow.
Well, I'm all in, put it up on the board. Another rapid shot down from the mouth that roared. 1, 2, 3, down for the count, the result of my lyrics. Oh, yes, no doubt. I was like, whoa, this is dope. This is dope. So we ended up putting that out on Def Jam Records. And
the rest is history.
Flav, you didn't
know, here I am right now on the Suki and Scott show. So what do you know? Close to 50 years later.
Jesus. And you know what, man? You don't even look much older than those pictures of when you were a young kid back then. It's amazing.
Thank you, Scott. I really appreciate. No wonder why they call you Great Scott, because you're the great one.
I love it.
Yeah, not my wife, Flav. Not my wife.
No, I'm not your wife. I'm just part of your life. That.
Flav, listen, I know it probably you've been asked this 1,000 times, but it's the first time you've been on this show. How'd you start with the clock? Because I know you got like 100 of those things.
Well, honestly, I do got a bunch. Of clocks. You know what I'm saying? Hold on 1 second. Hey, do me a favor. Answer that, please.
He's got people calling him. He's busy.
Tell him to come here. Now, that was my son trying to FaceTime call me and everything. You know what I'm saying? But I'm on the phone talking to you guys, so. You know, I just want my son to come down here where I'm at the hotel. But anyway, though, but what was the question again? I got it thrown off.
The clock. How'd you come up with the idea for the clock?
Well, back in the days, we used to wear stopwatches a long time ago. And as we were playing the dozens in our hallway of the projects, this girl came through our projects with this big box of shower clocks that she had stolen from a place called Fortune Off. Right?
Fortune Off. Yeah, we know what that place is.
So anyway, so as a joke, Son of Berserk took the stopwatch off from around my neck, and he put the clock around my neck. Everybody started laughing, ha 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 ha, la 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 la. So anyway, they dared me to wear this clock during the show. Now, back in those days, yo, you dare Flavor Flav to do something, Flav would do it. So I wore this clock when we went to open up for the Beastie Boys in Passaic, New Jersey, 1986. Wow. And when we did the show, the next day, we were on the front page of the New York Post, Newsday, Daily News, everything. And the look of the clock was dope.
In the middle.
So I decided to keep that. And if y'all look at our early Public Enemy pictures, Chuck D wore a clock too.
Oh, wow.
So funny.
Wow.
That's a great story.
And then the whole thing, you know what time it is, came in, right?
Yes, sir. There we are. That's the early days, man. And those are the days I miss most because those were my funnest days.
And Flav, you know, when you're telling us those stories about, you know, with the first loop and all that stuff and what, you know, in the early days, when you fast forward to 2013, you guys going into the friggin' Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, that had speaking of a surreal life, that had to be pretty surreal for you, no?
Yes, it was very surreal for me. I mean, you know, it was one of the biggest honors to me. You know what I'm saying? And one of my biggest accomplishments. And the reason why I say it's one of my biggest accomplishments is because, you know, there's a lot of people in music that won't get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of people in music that will get there. You know what I'm saying? In the whole nine. And I know it's hard to get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It takes years and years and years for people to get in there. You know, just like Donna Summer. Come on, man. I was a very big fan of Donna Summers. Love to love you, baby. I was a big fan of her when I was young. Now here I am getting inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with Donna Summer.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow, that was big. And then also with the great Quincy Jones.
I mean, yeah.
Come on, man. And look how long it took those guys to get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Me and Chuck, Public Enemy, we've been in the music game a lot less longer than them, and we still made it in kind of, you know, before them damn near. So that's crazy. So
Flav, what's your favorite Donna Summer tune?
Huh?
What's your favorite Donna Summer song?
Fly, Robin, fly.
Do-do-do-do.
The sky.
Yeah, that is good.
I forgot all about that
I
song.
know.
Yeah, that and Love to Love You, Baby, her first one. Yeah.
Love to love you, baby.
That's cool. It's fine.
And what about dude? What about? I'm seeing you wearing Taylor Swift apparel. What's going on there?
Hey, yo, check this out. I just want to say, first of all, you know what I'm saying? The Swifties, I gotta give a big thanks out to the Swifties because the Swifties got together and they gave me a gift. You see this shirt that I'm wearing?
Yeah.
And then also on the back, I don't know if y'all can see this.
Oh yeah, it's the Eras tour. Yeah.
Well,
no, it's all Flavor Flav.
That's
right. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So they got together and sent me this for Christmas.
That is amazing.
You know what I'm saying? And then also,
oh, you got a bracelet on too.
Yeah, and I wish I was in the studio with you because I want to give this to you.
Oh, thank you,
You know what I'm
Flavor.
saying? I got that. Also, this is what her dad gave me to give away to people.
What?
Taylor Swift guitar pick. Come on, man. Hey, let me tell you something. Ever since I went home and I really, really dug into Taylor Swift's music and everything, man. You know, and when I listen to her music and I listen to her lyrics, I'm like, hey, this girl is really writing about the experiences that she's living through life. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people can relate to a lot of those experiences. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, this girl is dope. So that's why I really, really start being in big support of Taylor, you know. And I love her music. She's an amazing person. Not only that, but she's one of the most important artists of our decade. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't know anybody that can draw a crowd to their concert and it hits the Richter scale. Come on now. That's power. Taylor Swift is hitting the Richter scales, G.
Wait,
hold on.
Flav, hold on. We gotta fix our
Lauren.
Lauren, our
screen went to the islands. Hold on. I'll fix it.
Out of my control.
I'll fix that.
You know how?
Hey, yo, that looked like a guy named Jeff.
Hey.
Oh, hold on, Flav.
Hey, yo, Jeff.
You the man.
What's up, Jeff?
You the man. You are the man. Your interview is killing it.
Hey, yo, can I tell you something, Jeff? I'm going to tell everybody in the world this, Jeff. If anybody mess with Jeff, I'm going to punch you with the left. That was good.
You hear that,
Hold
Scott?
on, Flav. She's fixing it real quick.
Scott, did you hear that? If you hit me again, I got a man. Flav got my back.
Do one more time.
Right. I got your back 189.9 per 9%.
You hear that, Scott? You don't bully me again. We'll take you out and we'll school you. I'm right behind Flav.
Hold on,
That's
Lauren.
right.
Lauren's fixing it. She's
Yeah.
fixing it.
Don't worry.
That's right. Stand right behind me, Jeff. I'll protect you, man.
I knew it.
There we are.
yeah.
We're back. We're back.
All right,
Can
good.
I-
Shall we commence? I will leave and
Thank you.
onward.
Flav, and the Swifties have actually put their hands around you and hugged you. I mean,
Yeah.
what's it like? Because that is a nation.
It's a big group.
It's a big group of people.
Well, let me say this. You know, it's an honor to have a younger generation embrace me. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, like there were times, man, when I would go around and I would see this younger generation wearing Public Enemy shirts. And I'm like,
Right.
wow, how do these young people know about us like that? But
Yeah.
I've been getting very big support and love from the younger generation. So who am I not to be able to give back that love and embrace the younger generation back? You know,
Yep.
I know Taylor Swift's generation is way far from mine's, you know what I'm saying? But what's wrong with an older person embracing his younger generation?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
That embraces him. You
Flav,
know?
when you were growing up in this business, who
Long Island, New York.
Freeport, New York, right?
That's right. Freeport, New York is where I'm from, and I grew up in Roosevelt. And not
who-
only that, but can I tell y'all something which is kind of
Shoot.
interesting? When I moved into Roosevelt back in the days in 9th grade, Eddie Murphy was in my English class.
No!
That's great.
Yep.
Eddie Murphy was
We had a teacher named Mrs. Muckle. Yeah.
Mrs. Muckle.
Yeah, Mrs. Muckle in Roosevelt High School.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it
so
was great.
funny.
It was
Was
great.
Eddie as funny as he was?
Wait, wasn't
No, I mean, well, back in those days, you know, everything was still just regular. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Eddie didn't really get his break until remember back in the days there was a show called The Gong Show.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there was a place in Roosevelt called Mr. Hicks' Place. It was a bar, a pub, and they were holding contests in there of the Gong Show. You know, spoofs of the Gong Show. Eddie Murphy won about maybe 4 weeks in a row, and on that last week, he won a spot to get on Saturday Night Live. Once Eddie got on Saturday Night Live, that's all she wrote. Hot tub. It was all over. It was all over. Eddie never came back off the TV again.
I know. And the thing that I have to say, I mean, you probably bump into him in Hollywood and stuff like that. Do you guys look at each other like, all right, we know each other from way back when?
Yo, man, anytime I see Eddie, man, it's always love, man. You know, he know where we come from, and he does not forget where we came from.
Absolutely.
Flav, when you were growing up and you were in high school and after high school, who were some of the musical acts you were listening to?
I mean, well, me, being that I'm a musician and I grew up listening to all types of music and everything, you know what I'm saying? From R&B to rock, jazz, rock fusion. I mean, you know, I listened. I grew up off of just to say, okay, Diana Ross and the Supremes, Four Tops, Temptations, you know, Patti LaBelle and the Bluebells, all of that stuff. But then also I grew up listening to Miles Davis, Stanley Turrentine, and then also I'm sorry. Anyway, but then also I grew up listening to like Led Zeppelin, you know what I'm saying? Ozzy Osbourne, you know, I'm a musician, you know, and I grew up listening to all kinds of musics, you know.
Listen to it all.
Well, when you guys came out with Fight the Power, did you know that it was going to be the anthem that it turned out to be, and how it has, you know, incredible, you know, to this day, that song still holds true?
Well, that's the song too that also launched us into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? And when we made the song because it was just a dope song that we made, and we were just living for the moment. We didn't expect it to do what it did.
Yeah, but when Spike Lee put it in the movie, I mean, it was just do the right thing. I mean, it was just, you know, it was incredible. It was part of the social context of who we were, are, and are still dealing with some of those constructs.
Right. Yeah.
Flav,
What I said, right, Flav? You're like, yeah,
now,
what
all of that stuff is still relevant to today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flav, before you go, give me like 15, 20 seconds of Fight the Power.
Well, honestly, I'm gonna tell you like this. Chuck D, he's the one that wrote the record, and all I did was just take parts. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So my most favorite part, can I give y'all my most favorite part?
The beginning,
Elvis was a hero to most, but he never meant shit to me. You see, straight up, the racist was a sucker, simple and plain. Motherfuck him and John Wayne. But I'm black and I'm proud, I'm ready, I'm hyped because I'm am. Because most of my heroes don't appear on no stamp.
Wow. I love that.
The new song that's out is called Everywhere
Man.
Yeah,
That's
put that
right.
back up for a sec. There you go.
And the reason why it's like that is because I am everywhere, man. Chuck D wrote this song for me, and he wrote me a great record, and it's featuring Chuck D, but it's really my record. You know what I'm saying? But we are everywhere, man. You know what? If I wasn't on your show, then I couldn't say I was everywhere. But now I'm on your show, so now I can say I've been everywhere.
You've been everywhere now.
You've been everywhere.
I love it. Flav, listen, man, congratulations. White Lotus, that's unbelievable.
Huge.
Dude, you're gonna be on every talk show in America once you hit that
Get
show.
ready.
I'm looking forward to it, man. Thank you guys for having me on your show, though.
Flav, thank you, pal. The best.
Happy 2024 to y'all and to everybody else that's watching this show. May God bless everybody with your life, your future, all your goals, your families, all that from your boy Flav.
Real quick, 10 seconds of the Suki song before you go.
Suki, Nabaya Suki, woo!
Can't wait to hear it.
Flav, thank you, my man.
Yo,
Happy New Year, pal.
Flav, before you leave, did you have fun on this show?
Did you have fun?
Yo, man, I had crazy fun on this show. And not only that, but I want to come back again.
Yo, Flav,
man,
thank
Flav.
you.
We love you, pal.
Y'all take care. God bless.
Take care, buddy.
Thank you so much.
Now you got to kirk out.
We love you, Flav.
Flav.
I mean, you can't.
So
make
I
it
got to
up.
tell you, as far as guests go,
That was amazing.
He could have been one of the most energetic people we've had on the show.
I mean, and he was quiet. Like, here's the thing about celebrities like him.
Yeah.
They're very quiet as they're checking in. They're not like outrageous, like, yo, man, what's up? No, he was quiet. His manager got him on. The light came on, and boom, he filled the screen. And that's why he's been everywhere, man.
I don't even remember what it was.
That's where he's been everywhere, man. He's an everywhere man because he just knows how to do it. Can you think about it? Freeport, Long Island.
Freeport, yeah.
You know what I mean? 1984, at a time, created this, incredible music that has now, sustained him for as long as he is. Rock and Roll Hall of Famer. And he continues to recreate.
Yeah. And by the way, we didn't even. There's so much to talk.
I
We
know,
didn't even
I
get
wanted to talk to him.
Flavor of
I
Love.
did.
The Surreal Life. He was with Brigitte Nielsen.
Yeah.
Jeff, we got a shot of him with Brigitte Nielsen. Throw that one up for a second.
We didn't talk about
There's
all that.
I was doing a couple. You talk about the Odd Couple.
I know. But I could get why she found him attractive.
He's a funny man.
He's funny, smart,
Good
talented musician, and he's got such a good vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
By the way, I just want to say hello to all of our loyal viewers who always watch us here on Facebook, because this is really all you're watching is like you saw the screen go down before. This is just the raw recording of this show before it goes to all of our TV places. So, Jeannie Clay, Cherry Hetrick, all the people who've been with us. Yvonne Burns, all the Pam Apolloni, all the folks who have been on.
Keep the list going.
You guys have been with us since day one, and they have just been so loyal as we built up the show along the way.
There they are. Hey, Jeannie Clay,
Jeannie.
how are you?
Anyway, you guys are in for a real treat. You thought Flav was cool.
Hi, Vaughn.
Our next guest is basically, she's a prodigy, Suk. You got to say that, right?
At 7 years old, I don't know what you were doing. I don't know. I think I was second grade.
I was going.
I was playing kickball.
Yeah.
I just didn't have an idea as to who I was or what my talents were. But when something is God-given, like, you know what I mean? Something is just intrinsically in your DNA, it's going to come out. And boy, does she really, really encapsulate what it is to be a young, talented person.
Yeah, I saw Zoe Erianna on Instagram, I think, and I saw her playing. She came up on my feed, and I saw this cute, gorgeous, talented little girl,
Sweet.
so sweet. And she was 6 at the time on AGT, America's Got Talent. She's a singer, songwriter, composer, and she's been doing this since she's like 2-3 years old.
I know. Can you imagine being her parents?
Yeah.
Have a moment with this. Most kids are like, taking the Play-Doh, shoving it into the carpet, annoying their parents.
Yeah.
No, Zoe, is composing.
Getting cum in the dog's hair.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Zoe's coming on. Her parents are with. She's going to play. She's going to sing. We're going to talk to her. I want you to take a look at her before she comes on and just listen. Try not to cry when this young lady is singing. Here she is. Watch.
Alas, I laughing. This will make you crazy, and you take it all you can bear. Just call me up, 'cause I will always be there. I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors. That's why I love you, so don't be afraid to let them show your true colors, are shining through. I see your true colors. That's why I love you, so don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful, like a rainbow.
Yeah, babe, listen, tell the girls they're punished and they've done nothing in their lives and they're punished.
Zoe, it is so nice to have you here with mommy and daddy. How are you guys?
Good. How are you guys?
Good.
It's always like, are we on? Zoe, you're on.
Zoe, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
When did you know you had this superpower?
When I was 2.
When you were 2, you remember back then?
Were you always singing a song? Were you always music was always in your head? How did you know that it was something you wanted to do?
Because when I was 2 years old,
yeah,
I was in my house, and then Daddy was carrying me, and then there was the first time when I was saying all the notes, the white keys on the piano, because Daddy was saying it first, and then I followed him.
No way! Wow.
Mom and Dad, what are your names?
My name's Arlene.
Eric.
Yep.
Oh, Arlene.
Arlene and
That's my
Eric.
mom's name. I can't forget that.
That's my husband's name. I'll never forget
yeah,
it.
Arlene and Eric.
Arlene and
That's very
Eric.
Cool. Arlene and Eric. And Arlene, I'll ask you first. When she was, like she said, 2 years old, 2, 3, 4, as she's growing up, what are you guys thinking when you're seeing this unbelievable talent that this young lady is able to carry?
It's amazing. I mean, it's such a blessing to even be able to have a daughter so talented. I mean, we're both musicians, but we are not nearly as gifted as this child. I feel like we just created a monster.
You know what they say? It skips a generation. That's what they always say.
She keeps reminding me of all my shortcomings in music.
Yes, children have a funny way of doing that. That's for sure.
How does when she was on AGT, and I watched a little bit of that, and Simon Cowell was blown away, and all the judges. Simon said that he called her fearless. He said she was a fearless young lady, kind of like a modern day Shirley Temple.
Yeah.
And I noticed Mom was backstage. You had some tears in your eyes. Was that just we always talk about people and surreal things that they're living through. That had to be insane for you guys just watching that backstage.
Definitely one of the most surreal moments of my life, I think. And it was interesting because she went up there. I think we were more nervous than she was when she was on stage. And, you know, like I like, you know, as musicians, we love to go over it over and over and over again, make sure that it's perfect. And I remember the story about 10 minutes before she was about to go on. Producer's like, "You're about to go on." And we're like, "You want to run it one more time?" And she goes, "No, Dad, I think I got it."
Oh,
wow. You know, she's like totally not nervous. She's so confident. So it was just, you know, unreal. And that was actually probably her first real performance in front of anybody.
And what an audience that she sang to. I mean, I can't imagine to be fearless. I'd walk out there and I would not be okay. I would not be okay.
Yeah. By the way, Zoe, you and I both have something in common because you said Sofia Vergara was your favorite host, your favorite judge, and she's my favorite judge too.
But for different reasons. Zoe, can I ask you a question? Who is your favorite artist?
I like a lot of artists. I like Meghan Trainor. I like Lady Gaga. I like maybe a little bit of Taylor Swift.
A little bit.
I only heard some of her songs.
Okay.
What's your favorite Lady Gaga song?
I like two of them. I like the one I sang on AGT, Born This Way. And do you guys know Wednesday Addams?
No.
Can you give me a little a cappella with no music? Give me a little of that.
Which one?
Has a song called Lady Adam.
Wednesday Addams, was it? Did you say?
Mm-hmm.
Let me hear that one. Go ahead.
I'll dance, dance, dance with my hands, hands, hands above my head, like Jesus said.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
That's so funny.
I got to imagine music is on all the time in your house, right? I got to imagine music is like, if mom and dad are both musicians, you're a musician. You guys sit and talk about what we're going to take Zoe and what we're going to do with her for the next step. I got to imagine as a parent, it's got to be daunting to have such a talented musician in the house.
Oh, absolutely. There's music everywhere. In fact, there's so much music in this house that when we drive on long trips, I actually don't want to hear any music. we actually keep the radio off. I'm just like, okay, silence is good for a little bit. But
you make a ride with the headphones on, right?
Dad, do you play an instrument? Mom,
yeah,
do you sing? I mean, like, yeah.
Yep. So I'm a pianist and also a pipe organist.
Wow.
And also
organist.
Our lead sings.
Yeah, I sing.
Singer.
Mm-hmm.
And
Singer.
a little bit of piano for her.
A little piano for her.
Just a little.
I saw a video of you, Zoe, where somebody played a couple of notes, and like a minute later, you were without even any sheet music, you were playing those notes on the piano. How do you do that?
I don't know.
She doesn't know.
I don't know.
She doesn't know.
I'm trying for them right now.
Yeah. Zoe, do you dream in music?
Yes.
Yeah, I could tell. You probably dream in music. Music's probably all in your head all the time, and you're just probably humming all the time. And when you're in school, you're probably like, why is this woman talking? I just want to sing, right?
Zoe, you know when you really broke me down? When you did this song. Jeff, hit the
oh yeah, you made us cry.
Hit the Fly Me to the Moon. This is the one that really got me going.
Fly me to the moon and let me play amongst the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song, let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you.
Oh, you gonna make me cry. It's so good. So I feel like you have to play for us.
Yeah, you want to play a little, Zoe? Come on,
play
let's
a
do it.
song, whatever your heart wants to sing for us.
Do you want to play and sing or just play?
I want to hear you play and sing.
Okay.
All right. So what song do you want to do?
Summertime, the one I did in the beginning.
Is that the one? Wait, is that the one you wrote yourself?
No, I
You
didn't.
Okay, I know you did a few yourself. Go ahead, you light it up, young lady. Let's hear it.
Fish are jumping and the cotton is hard. Oh, your daddy's rich and mama's good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing. Then you'll spread your wings and take the sky. Till that morning, there's nothing can harm you. With Dad, your mommy stand in by.
Woo!
That's unbelievable, Zoe.
Zoe,
Zoe, that's amazing.
are you the most talented one in your family?
Yes. Dad is a little more.
Oh,
Well, he plays a little faster than me.
can Daddy and you do a duet together?
Yeah, you guys do any duets?
And Mommy too? We're
Well,
open.
You can sing. I can play something, and you want to sing? Maybe how about you want to sing "Born This Way"?
Yeah,
Ooh,
let's do
yeah.
Born This Way.
Do it,
I'm on the
Daddy.
right track, baby.
I was born this way.
I'll flip that to Michael. Let it
See, Zoe, you didn't know we were this
Yeah,
talented
Zoe,
either.
we're pretty talented too, you know.
Perfect.
Mama to me when I was young, we were all born to be stars. She put my hair, put my lipstick on, and the glitter of everyone. There's nothing wrong with loving you. Oh, she said, 'cause you made it perfect, babe. So who did that go when you're gone far? Listen to my way to say I'm beautiful in my way. Just no mistakes. I'm on the right track, baby. I was born this way. Don't I deserve regret? Just love yourself and reset. I'm on the right track, baby. I was born this way. Ooh, there ain't no other way, baby. I was born this way, baby. I was born this way. Ooh, there ain't no other way, baby. I was born on the right track, baby. I was born this way. Don't be trying to speak queen without
tossing my hair for you, Zoe. I am tossing my hair. You are fantastic. I can't imagine what holidays are like in your house. I mean, Dad plays the piano, Mom sings, you sing. I mean, this is like a house I want to go to and hang out in. Amazing.
I love it. Zoe, do you somebody kept saying she needs to go back on America's Got Talent. Would you want to go back on?
Yeah, I love to.
Yeah. How'd you do? Were you in any of the finals or anything like that? How'd you do?
So this lady, she was looking at my TikTok videos, and then she's like, what about if we invite her to America's Got Talent? And then I came on, and then the first thing that happened, that America's Got Talent started calling my parents.
That's amazing.
That's
amazing.
Unbelievable.
I have a funny feeling, Zoe, that we have not heard from the last of you yet. I am just going to say this. Mom and Dad, get ready. Start taking agent classes. Figure out what it's going to look like. The tours.
I think we need to be our agent.
I mean, seriously, this is a force to be reckoned with. That's amazing. Amazing.
Thank you.
And also, my mom plays a little bit of drums. My dad plays a lot of drums, and my brother's just starting.
Wow.
Amazing.
A musical family.
You are a musical talent. Yeah.
Zoe, thank you so much for coming on. This was so much fun.
Thank you.
And where can
Zoe, sit down really quickly. I want to get a good shot of you really quickly. There you go, baby girl.
And everybody can find Dad, where can everybody see her stuff and find her songs?
So if you want to find her stuff, it would be on Instagram. Zoe Erianna is the handle. Facebook.
And also, if you have like Amazon Music or Spotify, you can look on there and spell. All we need is Love Zoe Erianna, and then you'll see something that says that, and then you can just play it in your car.
That's her original song.
That was the song.
Can you sing a little bit?
Can you give us a little of that, Zoe?
Here, I'll play it. Okay.
Zoe, just sit there.
Yeah, Zoe, you sit there and sing
really
by
quickly.
the mic.
Yeah, there you go. So we can see. Perfect.
Till the morning, wait for someday, until it feels like you can put it away. Will it ever feel like good change? No, I'm there, but I'm afraid the moment's slipping away to find the right line to say. Don't make that mistake. All we need is love, la 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 la, la 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 la. All we need is you and me together, the message from above. La 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 la, la 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 la. You and me can make it through whatever.
Oh my gosh.
Zoe, that was great. I could see you performing on Broadway someday, young lady.
You are gonna go all the way.
And Zoe, listen, I'll be your agent. I only take 75%. It's going to be great.
Zoe, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Dad, Mom, Eric,
Arlene.
Eric and Arlene. We'll never forget your names for sure.
Zoe, will you come back on another time with us?
Thank you for having me, and I love to come here again.
Oh, I love you, Zoe. Thank you so much. You're the cutest.
Bye, Zoe. Next time you come in the studio with us, okay?
Okay.
Bye, young lady. Bye, guys.
See you later.
Bye, Eric. Bye, Arlene. Thank you so much.
Eric, Arlene, and Zoe. Wow. She's amazing.
She's like, thank you so much.
Yeah, she is amazing. Oh, my God.
You know, when you're talented, it comes from the inside. You can't make that stuff
Suki,
up.
I'm going to go home. My kids are punished.
My kids they're
the
terrible.
whole weekend.
I looked at Scott and said, our kids are useless.
Yeah, useless.
Useless.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. What a great Flav was great. Zoe was great. This show is just so much fun. It really helped us last 4 years, Sue. I mean, this is like therapy for us too.
Yeah. It has been therapy.
As for today, we got another show coming up in just a few minutes. Rich Cotter is here. And Grippa. She is another
amazing artist.
And I have a little surprise for you on that show as well. So we're coming right back on Facebook in just a few minutes. Stick with us. As for now, thank you so much, Flavor Flav, Zoe. Wow, we love you guys. Here's a little Philly kid to take us home. Go, Phil.
Sitting in a tiny table in a ritzy restaurant, she was staring at her coffee cup. He was trying to keep his courage up by applying booze. And talk was small when they talked at all. They both knew what they wanted. There was no need to talk about it. They were old enough to scope it out and keep it loose. She said, "You don't look like my type, but I guess you'll do." Third rate romance, low rent rendezvous. And he said, "I'll even tell you I love you if you want me to." Third rate romance, low rent rendezvous. They got in his car and they drove away. He drove to the family inn. She didn't even have to pretend she didn't know what for. Then he went to the desk where he made his request while she waited outside. Then he came back with the key. She said, "Give it to me and I'll unlock the door." She kept saying, "I've never really done this kind of thing before, have you?" Third rate romance, low rent rendezvous. And he said, "Yes, I have, but only a time or two." Third rate romance, low rent